Hi, it's Elizabeth from Sail of Freedom, and I'm here today with Dr. Q. You hear us talk a lot about Dr. Q and the amazing work he does with our survivors, as well as our staff, and with many community members and donors. It's very different what he does from traditional therapy, and one thing that I'm always asked when I try to explain it is, why? I don't get it. Why does it last? Why does it work so quickly? Why do the girls have instant change that doesn't go back? And I tried to explain it to them, but I thought it'd probably be better to hear it from Dr. Q so they don't miss out on our amazing upcoming Freedom event that's available to anybody that wants to attend.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Quintel, and I'm excited to be here. Certainly, as Elizabeth shared, we do get some questions as to why what we do is different than traditional therapy. So let me kind of lay out a couple different things. One, traditional therapy is all about helping people to truly understand why they feel the way that they feel, where those feelings come from, how those things may relate back to earlier other experiences, what their triggers are. And the thought process behind that is if the person could truly understand why they feel or think or react the way they do, then they could spend time working on it to change it. And that's very useful when it comes to intellectual problems, but not so good when it comes to emotional trauma, those kinds of pains. See, what happens when people go through particularly negative experiences, ones that we would consider traumatic, those experiences have a tendency to short circuit the more emotional part of the brain, which means that part of the brain gets stuck and never gets the good news that the negative experience is finished. It's why when somebody's telling us about something that they went through that was awful, as they're talking to us about it, they're emotional. We can see the effect that it's having on them. So instead of the traditional process to help people get the feelings out, what we do is easier and faster. It's about getting the good news in to the more emotional part of the brain so that that part of the brain realizes the negative experience is finished. Once that happens, that emotion is unplugged and the person is no longer troubled by that experience. And I know it sounds sometimes like too good to be true, and I truly feel blessed and honored to do this kind of treatment because we get the kinds of things that are resistant or typically don't get better over time or even through therapy dramatically better in a really short period of time.
So we want to give the community an opportunity to take advantage of this amazing type of therapy because people will still say, even when I tell them, we have girls in our program that could not sleep in the dark. We have people that have gone to Dr. Q that had problems in their marriage for years and years and years that suddenly changed and everything got better. Girls that had that problem were able to sleep that very night after the session in the dark with the lights out. They had previously slept only in fetal position, and then they said, Elizabeth, I woke up with my arms outstretched in the middle of the night, and I was fine. So we want people to come because we want you to benefit from it. But one thing that people say, so I'll give you an opportunity to address this, is, well, is he going to take control of my brain? And is this like total hypnosis? Will I not know what he's doing to me? So I want you to speak to that because they don't believe me when I say.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and hypnosis is one of those weird words that people tend to be scared of. Yet if we really thought about hypnosis, it's something that happens all the time. It's natural and normal. If you've ever watched a sporting event and gotten excited, you were being hypnotized by what you were watching. If you've ever watched a movie and cried or were startled, again, you were being hypnotized by what you were watching. Your mind was responding to it and you were into it. That's hypnosis. So if we're interested in working with that more emotional part of the brain, we want that part of the brain to be on board. So it's really different because it's a true collaboration between the client and myself in making these kinds of change happen for them. and absolutely they will notice it and are awake and present for it.
So it's an amazing opportunity. We have our first Freedom event happening, and you can go to our website and register for it. And it's a great way to not only support Sail of Freedom, because every dollar Dr. Q is graciously donating back to Sail of Freedom, and it's an opportunity for you to get involved in our organization and to get something for yourself as well. So we hope to see you at the Freedom event.
Yeah, we have some great things that we're going to be doing there that'll truly make a difference in your life. Very short things that you can do to notice change immediately.
And it will last. And you'll come back for more. It's a taste of freedom, so come and see. We hope to see you there.